A 4-week journey through 7 different countries, over 75 hours of bus rides, over 1,200 miles on land. This is American travel, Central America. After flying from LA to San Pedro Sula, I met up with my travel buddy who will be with me for the first couple days of the trip. We headed to the city of Copan and hopped on the first tut-tut smoking to get to the ancient 1,500-year-old Mayan ruins, the Copan ruins. This was the first time in all my travels that I visited such a historical site, so ancient. And needless to say, I was blown away by climbing up steps that people climbed up over 1,000 years ago and being amongst these structures. It was just mind-blowing.
Right now I'm in Honduras, waking up for this 6 o'clock bus I gotta catch. Worst hotel ever. 1, the power went out. That's why I got my flashlight. 2, every 30 seconds you hear a fucking rooster. Or, you heard it?
One of my worst nightmares came true on the way to Nicaragua when the bus broke down in the middle of nowhere. We were stranded for hours. It took over 20 hours to get to our final destination on one bus ride. And by the time we got there, I wasn't too happy with the country. But actually, by the end of the trip, it ended up being one of my favorite places in the entire trip. Coolest person I met on the entire trip was this 15-year-old Nicaraguan boy who randomly came up to me, just started talking to me and following me around the city and trying to show me different things. Now, I don't really speak much Spanish, and he didn't speak much English, so most of the trip was just him, throwing up gang signs to me or rapping to me. And I think he was telling me about how his grandmother was black or something like that. But, he really was probably the coolest person I met on the entire trip. And we had a really good time just spending hours walking around the city. He showed me around and stuff.
Boom, boom, boom. Yeah.
Throughout the 4-week trip, I rarely stayed in the same place for more than 2 days. That was because I was always in a rush to get to the next city or the next country to see more. But Nicaragua was the exception because it took over 20 hours to get there. I said, you know what, I'm going to kick back here for about 4 or 5 days in the same hotel or hostel, and that gave me an opportunity to chill, to work out a little bit, even got a chance to go out and party a little bit because I didn't have to wake up so early in the morning to catch the next bus or hike a volcano or see some ruins or something like that. So it was really cool. By the time I got to El Salvador, it was Christmas time, so a lot of things were closed and I didn't see as much of the country as I would have liked to. But it did give me an opportunity to catch up on the over 200 pages of grading that I had to do and turn in. So after doing that, I just kind of walked around the city, met some cool people. I would go as far as to say that Salvadorians are the coolest folks in Central America, some of the friendliest, kind-hearted folks. Aside from jumping, I like to combine alcohol in different countries I visit. I did it with sake in Japan and cachaça in Brazil. And for this Central American trip, I said I would come up with one drink with something from every country, all 7 of the countries I visited. And by the time I got to El Salvador, I added something called Tic Tac in the mix. I don't know what it was clear, but it wasn't gin, vodka, or rum or anything. And I'm never drinking it again, that's all I'm saying.